We're on for the exciting part. What are they from, like 1990?
Go.
We can go home now. How you feeling?
Far out, Bree.
Episode 2 of Always Ready, and today I'm about to get absolutely toasted on the track by Commonwealth Games athlete, Olympic athlete, semi-finalist at the Olympics this year, Bree Masters. She's insanely fast. She runs like an 11.2 a 23.2 200, and she has a 43.1 4x100. It's wild. So I'm about to get schooled. I always loved track as a kid. Well, back then it was called Little Athletics. So it's always been in my blood. I'm not that quick, but I'm excited to see what she says about my technique, how I run, and how many mistakes I make. Are you ready?
Yep,
Let's rock and roll.
I'm not doing anything. He is.
I'm ready to get absolutely rinsed. Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to feel weird, but we're doing the full thing.
We're doing the full thing. When I was doing Little Athletics as a kid, we never used blocks. And so I had these hybrid shoes that you could do multi-sport in, and they were like rubber spikes that you could kind of do everywhere.
Yeah, they're like the little kid spikes.
Yeah, the little, I think they were Adidas or something.
Yeah.
Little Adidas one.
I think you'll do okay.
I'm not convinced.
I'm hoping that it ends in a bit of lactic grief and maybe a spew. But no, I'll try and be somewhat kind. So we'll have a bit of fun with the block starts and the speed work, because that's always way more fun and I enjoy that more. But then I'll just chuck something mean at the end that I don't enjoy.
She's taking a call mid-session. I don't think she believes in me. No, I think she does. I want to say I'm going to surprise her. I think there is some technical things that I do very wrong, but I don't think I'll do too bad. Like, I'm thinking it'll go okay.
The first experience I had of CrossFit was the Taurian Pro. Yeah, not this year, the year before. And when I came into LSKD, as I work at LSKD, CrossFit was a big focus. And I was like, I've never really watched CrossFit and I don't really understand it. And, you know, learning from all my team and the athletes that we brought on board, like yourself, they were like, come to Taurian Pro, you need to understand it. And I went there and the atmosphere is awesome. Like, I wish we had that in track in Australia. Like, just seeing all the different gyms kind of get behind the athletes and seeing people like PRs or PBs, whatever you call them in CrossFit, was so epic, and I think it's such an epic sport. So I'm from Cronulla in New South Wales. I grew up in so many different sports, surf lifesaving being one of my main focuses, along with dancing. I actually went to performing arts high school and I thought dance was going to be the rest of my life, but I ended up choosing surf lifesaving and I moved up to the Gold Coast 12 years ago, and I have been with my coach and training squad for that entire time. So it's been pretty cool to achieve everything that I have in surf lifesaving: world titles, representing my country multiple times, Australian titles, and then crossing that over to the track and now coming home an Olympian. So it's been a crazy journey, but I'm absolutely enjoying it so much and I can't wait to see what's next. Okay, so drills, usually I do them over like 10 to 20 meters. I don't really measure it, to be honest.
Okay.
And a lot of them are just like running technique, but kind of like broken down.
Sick.
So the first one we can do is called A-skips.
A-skip, yep.
Coordination. I'm really interested to see if you've got some
Okay, cool.
coordination.
Yep.
So that's it.
Okay.
Oh. And you've already got all the dorsiflex going on already. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. So when we're sprinting, we want to think about dorsiflexing our foot. Beach sprinting, I was a lot like this because you had to kind of like run on your toes and dig your toes in. So I'm trying to continually get better at that.
Yeah.
But in that drill, you want to be thinking toe up. So you're kind of trying to come through in this position. So it's like,
yeah, okay.
I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've got a whole team that does this.
Sick. That's cool. No, it actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Like, it does make sense, because I think if I'm going to go for a jog, which is slow,
Yeah.
like, I kind of like land a bit more there. But then when I feel like I sprint, I feel like if I'm a bit more rigid, I get more power.
Yeah, and you're probably not doing good things for your shins.
Yeah, totally.
Landing in that position, you'd be putting a lot of strain on them.
How many times would you normally do this?
I do them twice. So, yeah.
Okay. My hands high enough?
Yeah, and then bend your elbows 90 degrees. Yeah, that's it.
Look.
Now he's getting
Now, let me guess. After A skip, B skip.
How did you know?
Is it really what you'd normally do?
Yep.
Killer.
Yep. There's no C skip though.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
So B skip, basically you're doing the same thing, but you're going to go like that.
Okay, cool. Back to my hammies. My Hammy's gonna love that one. Okay, so we're doing this before.
There you go.
I'm not gonna say that I'm a complete beginner. I've done a season of this.
Yep, okay. It's coming in telling me lies. I'm not gonna be able to do this.
No, I think I can get the basics. Sometimes I'll muck it up halfway down. I'll be like, I'll overthink it. But
yeah,
some of these things I can get semi-okay. But this is jogging my memory because I haven't done this for probably about 3 years.
Yeah. All right, the next one is a progression of the A skips, which is running A. So it's basically high knees.
Sick.
It's what we would call it in like little A's.
Okay.
So same thing with the toe.
It's so
but
good.
Do this one sort of like slowish, like, you know, and the second one we'll try and go a bit faster, so it's like quicker.
Okay. You
Running.
You move so fast doing this stuff. Like that?
Yep. Simples. And then do it faster.
Okay, faster. Oh, I can feel my lower abs. Goodness.
You're only in the second drill. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Go.
You'd be a good CrossFitter, trust me.
Oh,
You would.
you heard it here first.
Be a great CrossFitter.
I just don't think I would be. I'm a bit of a pussy when it comes to like endurance. Like during my lactic sessions, my fiance will tell you, if I get dizzy or anything, I have to lay on the ground for like 20 minutes until I'm like good to go again.
Your fiance's fast too, hey?
Yeah,
He's very quick.
yeah.
What is his event? 100?
100, yeah.
What?
PB's 10:34? 34:36? Yeah.
10:34?
Yeah, he's run 10:2 something windy.
Hectic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy speed.
Hopefully our child is like super speedy then. That's
Oh, it'll have some genetics to burn, don't
well,
worry.
it's either it's gonna love running, be really fast, or just not at all.
Yeah, be a gamer.
Okay. Matt likes gaming though.
Yeah, cool. Prime me as much as possible for these starts.
Yeah, okay. This one?
Oh yeah. Looks so pistony, like poppy.
Hot switch.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I just try and think about like switching really fast.
Faster. Okay,
Like
cool.
you're driving that foot down and then that one up.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's done with like intent. How you feeling?
I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath, but it's good. You know where I feel it the most?
What?
My calves.
Really?
Yep.
Then we've actually got a team from Athletics Australia that comes down and marks out the track, and they do our statistics on certain races. So, you know, if I run a personal best, it's awesome because they've been able to do all the stats, and like my coach and I can kind of go through it and see like what worked, what didn't, what we were good at. We can do that in training too. They've got this thing called the opto jump. It's like a long strip of like plastic electronic, I don't know, when you run through it, it can tell you like your velocity, your step frequency and everything. So
Ground contact.
it's really cool. It's really cool to be able to look at that data and kind of understand where I'm losing out and what's good, and like where we can put it together, because at the moment I need to figure out my start is getting better, like my first 10, but I need to work on like the 10 to 40, 50, the transition part.
Yeah.
Still got that beach sprinter in me. Need to keep figuring out how to kind of like use the ground to push it backwards and move forward, rather than just start like prancing across sand. So it's a work in progress, but all that data is so helpful.
I love the data aspect of it. I think it's really cool to be able to measure stuff and go, okay, cool. Well, this looks better, but this looks worse. How do we get that thing better and make them both good? Yeah,
and then they can compare them to like stats from around the world. Like, you know, our Olympics runs, there's some statistics online already because we actually wore like a chip inside of our name bib.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, so it tells you like how fast you went through 10, 20, 30.
Sick.
So there's some basic stats out there, so it's cool to kind of go back and see where you kind of stand against the rest of the world and like where that standard is and where you kind of need to be. I mean, it'd be great for the plot, wouldn't it? Tore me hamstring halfway down. Kidding. Let's not do that. So you tell me if you feel a niggly.
No, that's cool. No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, next one. Super simple, by just trying to like warm up your Achilles.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
But like flex your feet every time and try and be really reactive with the ground.
I like that one.
All right, last drill.
Yep.
This one, they call it there's so many different things, but like tight skirts.
Okay.
So it's like you're wearing a tight skirt and you're kind of like scissoring your legs like this.
Oh, yeah.
That drill,
Yeah.
I've tripped over that many times. I was at Com Games at the warm-up training track, and like as you can imagine, elite athletes everywhere. My first year on like a world stage, I'd just been to world champs, so I just experienced that. And I'm there doing that drill, and I like clipped my toe, like I didn't flex my foot enough.
Oh no.
And she went,
On the track.
yeah, in the middle of the track, just flat on the ground, and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like
Nobody
grazes
thought-
on my hands, and I was like,
I'm fine.
It's my first time here. I get really scared to do it on the track. Like sometimes I'll go to the grass, but I'll just be safe. Like,
Oh, that's classic.
because yeah, sometimes I just don't pick up my feet. All right.
Let's rock and roll.
Do you want to? This is personal preference. Do you want to do like a little bit of a stride in your runners first?
Yep.
Like not a super fast one, but like kind of like a stride to
Yep.
warm up.
Yep.
And
one
then
up
put
like
your
that.
spikes on, or you can put your spikes on and just get straight into it.
Yeah, let's do it. So
Usually I do like a bit of a faster run through first.
Yep. Yep, I'm keen for that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fast. It's gonna be cooked before we even start the session. Nice work.
I got a compliment from Sally Pearson.
Compliment from the Olympic champ, you said. What did she say? You get it.
Yo.
We can go home now.
I was running down and she was like,
Sally Pearson, by the way, Olympic hurdle gold medalist from the London Games.
she said, "You don't look too bad. You look pretty light on your feet." I was like, "I feel like I'm stuck in the mud." She goes, "It's not too bad."
Not too bad. Emphasis on too bad.
Yeah, seriously. You want to see my spikes?
What are they from, like 1990?
They're 87. Nah, I don't know. They're like 5 6 years.
Why do they low-key look like golf shoes on top?
I think it's because they customise them for the Aussie colours. This was a customisable set.
Oh, these look like a half plate. So these are probably more like a 400 shoe, maybe.
Right.
So like tech these days is pretty wild. I wear Nike spikes, and yeah, the plate is like all the way through, so it's like extra stiff. So like for sprinting, you want like
Stiffness.
really stiff plate. Yeah, I train in distance spikes sometimes to like in the pre-season.
Yeah.
To make sure my feet are still working, because coming from beach sprinting, my feet
We're strong.
were getting and so my
Yeah.
coach gets a little concerned that I no longer like do that anymore. So I don't want your feet to get too weak. So yeah, I kind of go back to the distance spike, so that like my arches got really sore last week because
Yeah.
they're just working again. And like stiff spikes can be really harsh on your Achilles,
Right.
but that's what you want. You
Yeah.
need that stiffness.
So if I go slow today, we'll spray it on the spikes.
Yeah. You better shoot deck now. 30 build, 20 fly.
Okay.
So basically what that means is you build up to 30, and then by the time you hit 30, you need to be going flat out
Okay.
between the next 20.
Okay, cool. Alright.
So it's training your top end and warming that up.
Okay.
But yeah, like don't go too slow at the start. Like it'd be like kind of like the stride you did before.
Sure.
And then build up to your top speed, and by the time you hit that first shoe, you want to
Okay.
be up and pumping.
Okay, cool. I felt quick. This is the thing, you feel fast and you check the time, it's like, oh my goodness, so much work to do. That felt good.
That's one thing, feeling good.
Yeah, I felt good.
Yeah. Yep, but we'll have a little bit of break.
Okay.
So quality over quantity. I should probably get my phone and I'll time it.
Okay, because
But we'll
otherwise
just
I'll go.
estimate this one. Maybe like a little 5-minute break.
Yep.
Because yeah, otherwise it's just like if you're sprinting, you're giving 110%. If you're gonna keep doing it on like a minute's rest, you're gonna get slower and slower and slower,
Yeah.
and it's really defeating the purpose.
Yeah.
So I'd say like pre-season, yeah, I'd have like shorter break, and like say I'm doing a 200 session, I'll do 6 200s with a 6-minute break, which is quite little.
Yep.
But they'll be like 80%.
Wow, okay.
Like I wouldn't be able to do 6 200s at 100% on 6 minutes rest. I'd be cooked.
Cool, yeah.
But that's like building that like base fitness. And then
Yeah.
when we get to the back end of the season, it's like, yeah, quality over quantity. Speed, lots of rest, full recovery.
And how many sessions would you do, say, in off-season compared to in-season?
Same.
Same?
Yep. I
Yeah.
always train Monday, Wednesday, Friday track. Tuesday, Thursday gym. Friday is also Pilates.
Yep.
Then I get the weekends off, which is nice.
Sick.
But yeah, same every week. It's just, yeah, the program changes, and that's something my coach does. He programs basically off our end goal and
Yeah.
what we want to peak for.
Yeah.
Sometimes there might be multiple peaks throughout the year because you've got to
Yeah.
race well here to qualify for this. It's
Sure.
really hard. But yeah.
And session length, roughly? Anywhere from 2?
Well, we start at 4:30 and sometimes we're out of here at like 7:30.
Okay.
It really depends, but we take a long time to warm up. Like,
that's good.
Even before a race, I take an hour at least to warm up before
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to the call room.
Yeah. See, I love this because if you were to watch CrossFitters train, they'll get into the gym, they'll do a 10-minute warm-up, they'll train for 2.5, 3 hours, they'll go to work, they'll come back, they'll warm up for 10 minutes, and they'll train for another 2.5 hours, and you're just like, how much of that stuff was like kind of junk miles?
Yeah.
And you just think so much wasted energy on training that can't be then produced into results because you don't have the energy to recover well.
Yeah.
So all of that stuff that you did extra,
Yeah.
it kind of just didn't make any. All it's doing is maybe satisfying your mental game, and that mental game will that'll get crushed when you go to comp and you're not as fit as what you thought you were.
Yeah.
So I think
there's definitely a level of overtraining.
I agree.
And it's so easy to like get caught up in what everyone else is doing. I should be doing more, and like to get better, I need to do more. But it's almost like I did less this season.
Yeah.
Like as I get older, my coach is kind of going, oh, like she's responding better to less load. And then, yeah, it's crazy how you can less is more sometimes.
I completely.
Everyone's different though. Like
I
some
agree.
people respond off a really high load and then some people respond off a really low one.
Yeah.
So it's just finding what works for you. But yeah, not doing that overtraining and doing the stuff that doesn't matter. Because then it can lead to injury and stuff as well. And
Agree completely. And you probably laid such a good base with beach stuff that like all your base fitness and everything is there. It just needs to be ignited from time to time.
yeah.
And it'll be there. I kind of found the same thing. I trained a hell of a lot less this year. Best season I've ever had on, like, I would say average of 6 to 7 hours of training total per week,
Yeah.
as opposed to say 22 to 24 when I was peak, like 2018, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah. Is it normal to do 2 sessions a day in CrossFit?
It is. Yeah, it is. But I think that should be left until when you need to be prepared for volume, because we're competing for an event that goes for say 4 days and there's 3 workouts, sometimes 4 workouts a day.
Yeah.
So you need to be adjusted to the volume. You need to be resilient enough to handle that, but you don't need to be resilient enough to handle that all year.
Yeah.
Like that can be built in like
Yeah.
12 weeks.
Yeah. And
or
you
less.
can't be at your peak all year. Like that's what I figured out, especially with sprinting.
Yeah.
It's like you can't be running fast at the start of the season because you're probably not going to be running fast at the end of the season. Like you
Exactly.
can't maintain that.
Yeah.
So knowing that you got to be okay with like not being at your peak and
Yeah.
like just grinding through that and just like being patient.
I agree
Yeah.
completely. Well, you heard it here first. Sometimes less is more.
We're on for the exciting part. I just kind of guess where to put them to start off with, like, and then you want to put them straight. Then I will always do, everyone does this differently. Some people use tape measures.
Yep.
But I just do 2 feet.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
2 feet and then 1 foot.
Cool.
So do you want, and I don't know which leg you want to start with in front, like what feels natural
Yeah,
to
that
you.
one. Yeah.
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 So do that one. So then we'll bring. Oh.
Cool.
Yep, and then do 1 foot from there. Yep. Oh, that should be all right.
Cool.
Yep. Usually I do the lowest. Oh, that's probably too low. The second lowest.
Yep.
And the third lowest.
Sick.
Now these ones have like spikes in the blocks as well, and then you've got these here. So once you've got like your settings,
Okay.
push them all in.
Okay.
So usually I'll stand on the front one. Oh wait, hold on, no.
Oh, yep.
He will go sliding backwards if he didn't do that.
Okay.
Now you've got to push me.
I'll push them in. Oh,
Yeah.
Sick.
But then like these also have spikes in them,
Oh, sick.
which not many do.
How
These
good.
ones do.
Sweet.
So there's your settings.
Okay.
So do you want to just have a go?
I'll have a crack and just.
Just do like a little jump out. Like
Okay.
you don't have to do a massive run. Just.
Okay. All right.
So I usually put a little bit of toe on the ground.
Yep. I think I would like to know where the ground is in
Yeah.
comparison, or I'll face.
And then, yeah, hands behind the line. And then, yeah, leaning over your shoulders. Yep. And then lift your bum up. Okay. I can already see things. Yeah, it was okay. So when you went into set,
Yep.
the first thing I noticed is that you didn't like fully push your foot back against the block.
Okay.
Because we want to be applying like pressure on that block so we can push off.
Okay.
Because yeah, your foot was kind of like this. Like
Ah,
only
yes.
your toe was on it.
Yes.
And you want to push like your big foot back against it.
Okay. Cool. I like
So you
that.
want to go back to the set position.
Yep.
Just hold it. Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, this feels comfy as.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go set. Yeah, that's better.
Better?
And then, yeah, head down. And then go. Nice. One thing that I'm really focusing on now is a lot of people do this, but when you come out of the blocks, you go up first rather than like splitting your hands first.
Oh, okay.
So like if I go up first, I'm not really getting that like nice angle.
Yeah.
And, like, pushing forward, it's kind of causing me to kind of go up and like waste time.
Yep.
So when I like slow down my videos, you can see like I go like this and then I split. But if I just go that first,
yeah,
like I'm already starting that movement so much quicker.
Sure.
And it's so easy to do in training. Like you'll get sometimes we'll put like a bit of duct tape folded so there's like a little mound of it.
Oh yeah.
And you'll try and like hit it with your hand.
That's cool.
And just trying to train that and get better at it so that when it does come to racing, it's just like automatic.
Yep.
Because like, yeah, a lot of us forget, like some people use a card.
Yep.
They'll put like a credit card under their finger and try and like swipe it forward.
That's cool.
But yeah, I find like that is really helping me hit the right angles and helping me get out faster rather than like go up first.
Sick.
Big split and just running with absolute intent, like you just want to kill someone.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. It's kind of how we like pick up a clean or a snatch. You have to pick it up off the ground like it means something.
Yep. Set. It's a bit wobbly, that one. Try 80,000 people staring at you and then you're doing it next to the reigning world champ. I actually wasn't nervous for that.
I was nervous for that one. You weren't nervous?
No.
Oh, get out.
Yeah, it's crazy because some people are like, oh, were you nervous next to Sha'Carri? I was like, no, not at all. Like, I just felt in my element. I was excited.
That's perfect.
And like I said to the guys, like before my heat draws came out, I was like, I just want to race someone cool. Like, it's not every day that someone like me who's not at that level yet gets to race those women.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're not getting into diamond leagues and stuff like that. So I was like, I want someone cool. And I've always loved like Shelley and Fraser Price. And I was like, oh, I hope she's in it. And then I got Sha'Carri and I was like, how can you get cooler than that? Like, reigning world champ. And then I remember I didn't know my lane draw until I was actually walking to the call room to go and race. And one of the coaches was like, oh, it's out. And she's like, you're next to Sha'Carri. And I'm just going, yeah. So I'm like walking over and she's like, you really just like embrace that. And I was like, why be nervous?
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously going to pump me, but like, why just make something of it? Like,
yeah, that's so cool.
And it was so much more nerve wracking just like trying to qualify for the event, let alone just like being there. Like, I feel like once I'd done that and I was there, I was like, this is it. Enjoy it. It's going to last a whole 2 seconds.
Yeah. Blow when you ran it? Did it feel
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I just wasn't nervous. I think maybe because I've raced in front of big crowds before now, like everything I've done leading into that prepared me for that moment.
Yeah.
But I also feel like just enjoying it and not stressing too much about the result, I do better.
Yeah.
So I think that's what helped me in the end, and just knowing that these women are fast and they're going to pump me out of the blocks, and that's not my strong suit, and just to like relax and trust my back end.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, and somehow I got a dip and qualified automatically. But
That's it.
yeah, it was so much fun, and I was like, it was just the best. Like, obviously I was like a little bit giddy, but like I wasn't.
Yeah, that's mega.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Just finding like peace in those moments
100%.
helps so much.
And taking the pressure off a little bit helps a lot too.
All right, let's do another one.
I've got to make this one cleaner.
Set. Really not that bad. I'm quite impressed.
Thank you.
Because yeah, most people who try these for the first time just feel like so unco.
No, it feels okay. Like the first one.
You want to feel like you're gonna fall because you want to go that direction.
Yeah, I feel like the first one, it was like, a misstep, but that one felt good. I think it'll feel better and better as I go.
Yeah.
Can I do it again?
Yeah, have a little break. We're sprinting. We do more resting than running.
Okay.
Set. Stay low, stay low. I feel like he can transition better than I can at this stage. That's my weakness. I just sometimes stand up way too early.
Yeah.
Where you were nice and patient then. Yeah, it's so easy to not be patient because like you just want to get up and get into your top end. And because I know my top end's good, I'm like, oh, quick, get up, get up.
To the top end.
But then like you can't have a fast top end without a good acceleration. So.
Well, the one thing I always noticed running in high school was I would get to about the 30
Yeah.
in like either in line or slightly in front. And my last 70, they'd all just, I just see like 4 or 5 people just come past me. I'm like, what is going on here?
I'm those people.
Yeah, you're those people. You're my brother.
It's hard because it's hard to have the whole thing. And also like for me, it's like I want to be better at my start, but I don't want to forget about my top end.
Yeah.
So it's like not trying to like not focus on that and then put more into that and then you kind of lose that. Yeah, it's really hard to find the middle. Set.
It's feeling good now. It's feeling a lot better than the first one, I can tell you that much.
Yeah. All right, so let me pull up my stats.
Excellent.
Should we do what I did at the Olympics?
Yes.
7:20.
7:20.
7:20 is what I ran through 60 and at the Olympics.
Okay. That's 50, is it? Right now? 30 and
yeah,
20?
so I'll move that out
Okay,
and I'll
cool.
go stand at the end.
Okay, you're gonna call it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully you can hear me.
I will.
Should be able to.
What should I aim for? Like,
Definitely under 8 seconds.
definitely under 8. Okay.
Yeah. I think you'll be able to get under 8, I hope.
Okay. So we're about to run a 60 flat stick off the blocks. I just learned how to use the blocks, and Bree's done it in 7:20, and she's giving me the task to go under 8. Let's see.
Set! Go! All right. Can you do it? Oh, the hat's gone. 7:83! Okay, it is hand timed, so that's very different to clock time. So that's solid. Well, it's hard to say because I'm literally hand timing you. That I'm guesstimating when you're moving out of the blocks and finishing. So I'd probably say it probably should be faster.
Okay, I'm out of breath now. Whew. That's exhilarating. Yeah.
Moving so fast. See ya.
That's so much fun. I love it.
You get to do
why I
it one
did
more time, so you gotta go faster than 7:83.
Okay, I can do that.
Do you wear them in CrossFit or anything? Or like as an undergarment?
Yeah, like under.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're like doing heavy cleans and stuff, it's quite nice because it slides a lot nicer than the skin.
Yeah. Yeah, well there's a bit of a headwind here right now, and yeah, it definitely does. As sprinters, you want a tailwind because the more tailwind, the faster you're probably going to run. You can't claim a personal best if the wind is over 2.0. If it's over 2.0, it's considered a legal wind. It's still a time and it's still a result, but it's not like a personal best or a qualifying time. So when I say like my fiance, he's 10:34 PB legally. So if you have a headwind, it's still legal. It's just unfortunate you got a headwind. But then when I say he's run 10:26 windy, it means it was over 2.0. So yeah, you want to run in the races where it's like a perfect 2.0 because it's the max wind that you can get and the max assistance. But yeah, if you're running into a headwind, you just kind of got that buffer. It's awesome to train into because you're not hurting yourself a whole lot and it's kind of saving your central nervous system a little bit. But yeah, as sprinters, we love tailwinds. Set, go. Relax. 7:53.
What was it?
7:53.
Oh!
Yes, we improved.
I felt more relaxed.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Does it feel nicer when you're like more relaxed?
Yeah, I think I clench here a lot.
I do that. That's how I run. I run like that.
Okay, good, thank goodness.
Fine.
And I tried to make it a bit lighter so I wasn't gripping so
Yeah.
tight.
I think for me, it's more just like relaxing that like arm movement and like
Yeah.
really driving the elbows back. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I have like a stanky arm and it kind of goes straight. And
Oh.
my coach is like, "You're doing that weird arm again."
That's me. When I watch myself playing footy, I'm like this.
Yeah. So yeah, my coach is always just trying to make me relax in that arm swing.
Yeah, okay. That feels nice when you do it and you're just
Yeah.
like free
And
here.
you need your arms to run fast. Like imagine running with no arms. Like you
Yeah.
can't really go.
Yeah, exactly. What am I doing now?
Maybe let's skip the 80 and just do something disgusting.
All right, what's the, like, I know
I would personally, I was going to get you to 200, but like I'd personally never do this. I haven't run over 200 meters in 12 years since I moved here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but a lot of the sprinters who also focus on 200 meters do like 250s and 300s.
Okay.
So I feel like we could finish with like a spicy sprint,
Okay.
300 meters. Doesn't sound like far for
Okay.
you,
No, it's
but like full ball 300 meters.
yeah. Look, I wanted something gross, and I had a feeling something like this was coming, so let's just freaking do it.
And this is the stuff I'm too scared to do.
I will go, we'll time it and I'll go as hard as I can.
Okay.
I'll put it all on the line for this.
All right. The ending's going to be, yeah. We'll see. You might surprise me.
Am I
If you
finishing over
surprise
here?
me, you do another one. No.
Well, I think my best ever 400 is like when I was 16 again, like 58 seconds. That's like,
Yeah.
I think my best ever 400.
Yeah.
So, well, that's just under 15 seconds of 400. So, I don't know, maybe 14s? What's 14s? Like 14, 28, 30, 42? If I get close to 40, I'll be freaking stoked.
Okay, well, under 40 is the goal.
Under